Peeps. How's you name it? Freaky Smiley Morning Show. Good morning. We don't say that around here. We say incredible morning. Hello. Off so that it doesn't pick up when we get by Mickey D's. I think I'm going to be lazy. I don't feel like getting out of the car. I'm going to go get my frappe for the morning. But I don't feel like getting out, so I think I'm gonna have to do Mickey D's, and I'm already gonna be disappointed because I know that the one that I'm about to go to does not have any caramel drizzle, so this is gonna be so weird because I already know they don't have caramel drizzle at this particular McDonald's because they didn't have any yesterday. So I gotta suck it up. But I don't feel like getting out of the car, but I do want some creme brulee crunch. Just don't feel like getting out of the car. I just want my coffee fix. So yeah. Incredible morning, everyone. How are you doing? I'm just hanging out with y'all because y'all know when I get in the car, I don't like to move myself. Just in case anything happens. So my little rides to go for my daily fix. Well, whenever I go out, I come on and hang out with you guys for a moment. Um, chill out, answer any questions you guys have. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. Oh, let's go to comments. Hello, incredible morning, everyone. While I'm at the I'm not okay, so I'm really not a Starbucks girl. I'm not a fan. And I don't know if it's because I was an operations manager for a coffee company, which I actually like really, really enjoyed our coffee. So I'm not sure if it's because I worked there and I was operations manager to where, it's like, even though I don't work for that company and I really don't like the lady I was working for anymore. So, but I think it's just like when I was there, it's like loyalty type deal. But I'm not I'm not big on Starbucks. At least not their not their frappes. Like, I don't know. It just don't. Once I had the one I had, theirs just don't seem right to me. I don't know. Keep hope alive. I know they ain't got no. Unless, well, maybe they probably got a shipment last night, but I don't know. Incredible morning. Is it too early for a second coffee? Oh, an ice storm. Oh, wow. I was watching a video on envelope pillows. What do you mean? Like the paper pillows? You mean those? Um, yeah, it's pretty good weather here. How do I sign up for a Silhouette 101? I don't have those available right now. Um, so yeah, right now I don't have them. Is there something specific that you're trying to get help with? Normally, like for those, if someone end up emailing me and they're letting me know something specific they're wanting to, I'll end up sending the invoice and setting up the Zoom session, but I no longer have them on my website. I just need help with the cutting. My machine eats up all of my vinyl, and cut when it feels like it. Yeah, that's one. I mean, I guess I would have to just like I would have to physically see what you're designing, what print settings you're putting in, what blades you're using. So like, I mean, for you, like for your situation, yeah, I would need to see to figure out what's going on because it might be something as simple as changing out your blade, changing out your mat. So if you want to, you can email me the professor at hsink 365.com. So the professor at hsink365.com. But make sure that you have a new blade available and a new mat because it's going to be not productive if we just continue to test and test and test and it's something as simple as a new mat or a new blade. So yeah, email me and also have a new blade and a new mat on hand for it. About to watch the replay of the Rolling BN 20 tips you did on yesterday. Awesome. Ooh, and there's actually not a long line. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. The fact that there's not a long line here at Mickey D's. Bruh, bruh. Why we standing in the middle of the road? Why we standing in the middle of the road? And then you just gonna walk out like, Jesus. Oh, both sides are open today. That's why the line. Oh, actually, no, it's not that bad. But both sides are open today. Um, Ooh, Ice in Dallas Chew. Incredible morning. You look so happy this morning. What you say? That's kind of weird. I'm always happy. I'm actually a pretty like decent like morning person. Oh, without a zipper. Oh, the pocket pillow. Gosh, I'm tripping. Yeah. How do you sublimate on Oracle 651? So if you're trying to put it on the front of the Oracle 651, you cannot for white. It's not that side does not actually take sub ink. The adhesive side is made up of a polymer. So you can take it and put it on the bottom of glass. And then when you sublimate it, you're going to see that image through it. If you're trying to actually just sub onto 651 to create a vinyl decal, you're going to have to either layer it with clear 651 or laminate it first and then sub to it. But you can't sub directly to 651. It doesn't come out right. Clear, yes, because you're seeing the adhesive side through the clear side. So if you're putting that on a white surface, you can see through it. Hash brown McMuffin. That's not cute. Start your day with a frappe. I plan to do that. It's the Big Smiley Morning Show. I so want to go to Wawa's. I just don't feel like getting out of the car. I just want to pull up. I need Wawa's to have a drive-through or uh, well, they have numbers. So I wonder if they'll bring it out to you because there's numbers on I never bothered to look into that. Like, can I order and have them bring it to me? But I think that's kind of lazy. Like, I mean, to not just simply not get out of the car just to go in there. Oh, well, that's a big one, sir. So today is Thursday. It's a day that Thursdays is my like business type day because I do my creative business on Thursdays in my creative business program like every other Thursday. So I like to kind of still keep it consistent where business is on my brain on Thursdays. So I will be live on 365 Creative Academy going over some of the essentials when you're running a from home business and you're shipping out or I mean, just in general. So I will be doing that video a little bit later. Right. Right. Someone said the steak was coming back, but I definitely don't see it on their menu. I love me some steak bagels from McDonald's. Although I don't even think they sell bagels. I don't see bagels on here anymore. Yes, good morning. Can I have a large caramel frappe light with cream? Do you guys have caramel drizzle today? Okay, y'all do. Y'all got some seal looks. That should have kept hope alive. So large caramel frappe, light whipped cream, and two hash browns. Cooked very well, please. I don't want a soft hash brown. I need some crunch when I bite into it. That shall be all. Ooh, you having a good morning? I gonna make you smile when I come to the window because you don't sound like you're smiling. Don't let these people stress you out, girl. Huh? You're hungry. Oh, so I need to buy you some breakfast? So I'm giving you a break so you can eat. Because I know who at the window, and normally you sound a lot more perky than that. So where the manager at? Because I'm gonna tell her, look, my friend need a break because I ain't used to you sounding like this at the window now. See, but I like at least I got a laugh from you because that's what I'm used to. You normally perky. You want the nice one too. Okay, I see you when I come around. Let's see. Have you ever heat pressed a polyester t-shirt and had heat marks on the shirt? I lowered the temp and it still occurred. I had, and I don't know where the rest of it is it a colored polyester shirt or white? Colored polyester shirts, yes, especially if you don't like if your heat press is not one that has a coating on, it's not coated, or you're not using a cover on it. If you're using colored polyester, it can scorch it. Also pressure. If you're putting too much pressure on it, can also kind of cause those scorch marks. I've never seen them on a white shirt, but color shirts, you kind of do see those. Even didn't want anything, and staff isn't here on Thursdays. So it's an ink tank Thursday. I like that. Ink tank Thursday for creative entrepreneurs like Think Tank. And then Think has, I did do that before. Well, somebody did that before because Think has ink at the end. So they wrote it with the lowercase th and then the ink capitalized. I love the fact that y'all like brand with me to where you guys capitalize that ink. But yeah, something like that. I can even still do Think Tank because I can do the ink capitalized. But I think I'm gonna so when I do it, I think it's called Let's Talk About It is what I'm labeling that series, but I do like that. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to incorporate that. I love your energy. I'm the same way when I'm out. No, like that person, I don't like hearing her like that because normally like she's really kind of so that makes me feel like something's up with her today, but she said she's hungry. So somebody can let my friend eat. I know voices, so yes, if it's a colored shirt, it's gonna be, use a heat gun to make sure that your temperature is accurate. Also your pressure. The second thing is how long are you pressing it? That may also be affecting it. Like, you might have taken the temperature down, but if you're pressing it for longer, I mean, taking it down doesn't really um, make that much of a difference if you're pressing it for a really long time because you still have that heat on it for such a long time. I'm not even going to get credit for my frappe today because I'm on with y'all, so they can't scan my code. But yeah, today I'm going to go over, like I said, items when you're running a creative business from home, or like your own t-shirt brand or t-shirt line or apparel line. I mean, even if you're just doing stickers or candles, um, hopefully you guys get from me that the things and the tips that I give you guys is not just for those who do, for lack of better words, craft items. Hold on. I'm good. I can't even give you my phone because I'm live right now, so I can't even give you my phone for my rewards. It's okay. I need to see a manager. I need you to take a break. I need you to get something to eat, reset. Huh? Okay. Now you can be, yeah. Now you can go and do them, but I don't like to see you like that. Message from +183. You have a good one. You too. Um, are you so what temp and Paula, what temp and time are you using? Are you using honestly speaking paper? What temp and time? Yes. So I'm always, of course it's gonna be live on YouTube. I do it on the 365 Creative Academy YouTube though. 365 Creative Academy. That's my third YouTube channel. That one is all things not just silhouettes and not just honestly speaking. Yes, I know, not this one, but I do that one on 365 Creative Academy. So you can search for that. Or I didn't put my link tree in this one, but on any other video, like my link tree is there. And if you scroll down to learn with the professor, you'll see the link for 365 Creative Academy if you can't find it on YouTube. 365, 35 seconds. Oh wow. I would, and it's transferring, it's just it's scorching it. What type of heat press do you have? Is it like is it black, like coated, or is it like a really shiny metal? What type of heat press, and do you know like what your platen looks like? Yes, everyone needs to subscribe and follow 365 Creative Academy. I have 20, almost 26,000 on one, almost 20,000 on the other channel. So I definitely, oh, that better not be mine, because honey, I need a dome top. Oh, and they giving food back. Please don't hand me that bag, honey. If they had my hash browns. Oh, I'm glad I looked up, because she got this frappe with this light whipped cream and not a dome top. And it looks like she gave them my hash browns, and that wasn't mine, baby. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and please give me a new bag. Mm-mm. 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 It went in somebody else's car. No, ma'am, no ham. Not gonna happen, Captain. And I don't understand why when you say light whipped cream, they give you a flat top. How am I supposed to twirl my whipped cream? Yeah, that was mine. Cause oh, they better go ahead and drop some more hash browns, because that bag won't be coming in this car. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's why you gotta watch. You gotta watch. Because it went in, and I'm like, I know that it was my order, because they like to go and give you a flat top just because you say light whipped cream. But I still need to be able to mix my whipped cream down into the frappe to make it nice and smooth like. Um, and that bag looked very light, like all they had was two hash browns. So, yeah, see, their bag is much bigger. Yeah. Um, How my ear tabs? Hello, hi, Earth. Yes, that's mine. No, I don't want it because it went in their car. So I'm gonna need some new hash browns, and I'm also gonna need the dome top for my frappe because I see it's a flat top on there. How you doing this morning? Good morning. He came to the window like this. I need a dome top because I can't carry my whipped cream. I need a dome top. I know, so I need a dome top because now all my whipped cream is stuck to the top. So I need a dome top still. I need a dome top. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Can't do this when you have a flat top. Mm, kind of watery there. This is actually very watery. Thank you kindly. There are no napkins in here. Hello? There are no napkins. There are no napkins, and that's greasy. Thank you. Oh, no, honey. One, I looked at the bag. That other bag was totally greasy. It's a new bag, and I sat there watching them jokers. The fact that it took them so long, and the fact that I asked for them to be cooked hard, they had no choice but to make them over again. That's why it took them so long. Because I don't like the flimsy hash browns. And I needed napkins because it's always too much grease when I have them. Although these are a little, I like them a little bit more crispy than this. I just did what I hate what other people do. Didn't turn into my lanes. Un momento. Amen. God don't be laughing at me. Can't play by my food. I don't play about my food. I really want Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna eat Chick-fil-A to get frappes to make it worth driving way over yonder for it. Although we're supposed to get a Chick-fil-A in our backyard, like a few blocks away. Can't wait for that, but I'm gonna need them to get some frappes. Please don't hit me Xfinity. Thank you. My kids always tell me, Mama, please don't. He even does that. And he'd be like, oh my God, can you do that after they give us our food? I'm like, I ain't do nothing. Just give me make and I'm but I wasn't thinking about her. I said I'm saying I need a dome top so that the caramel, I mean the what's doesn't stick to the top. She takes it off and there's a bunch of whipped cream and caramel. Duh, this is why I needed a dome top. And then I want to be able to, you know, swirl them a little thing in there. But this is I didn't feel like dealing with that. I wasn't gonna get them this back to them, but this is very runny. It's not smooth at all. This is ice. This is basically iced coffee at this point. No questions for me? No feedback? No. Want to share with me something that you accomplished that you are proud of? Did you make your first tumbler, your first shirt, your first graduation stole? Did you make your first graduation design recently? Y'all can talk to me. Did you make your first chip bag, your first vinyl shirt, your first layered shirt, your first print and cut shirt, your first stickers? Have you gotten better at making stickers, better at making shirts? Did you do something in Silhouette that you were super, super proud of? Have you started learning Photoshop or Affinity Photo, Affinity Designer, Illustrator? Are you due to rhinestones? Did you get your first sale? I love the front of their house. I'm going to go out for like 2 seconds because I'm going to connect you guys back, connect my phone back to the Wi-Fi so as I pull up to the house. I think I want to work outside today. I think I'm going to get my little table and I'm going to work outside of my pull my table outside and work outside today. First year doing grad bundles and we'll be using templates from the vault. And I have some more that's coming up too. Uh-oh. I got Illustrator and I'm a little overwhelmed. I really like Photoshop though. Photoshop and Illustrator serve two different purposes. So never go into it looking at them like, okay, well, I like one over the other because they serve two different purposes. I'm hoping to get my oven tomorrow so I can start making tumblers and mugs. Are you getting what, like a convection oven just from the store? I need to learn Affinity. What other programs have you tried? Or will Affinity be like your first like official like the graphic program? Hash browns and frappes. Okay, wait. Um, I tried my hand at an all-over shirt last night, had white lines from not taping correctly. I have to make sure you overlap. Needs to be a little bit of overlap. Okay, a convection oven. That's what you did? What do you mean? Consider them to be the same program? That is straight iced coffee. Look at how much grease is on there. I got some puff vinyl from Florida Flex yesterday. So I do want to try. I gotta pull my Cameo out. Like the way my desk is set up, my printer is where my Cameo would normally be set up. But I do want to create something with that puff vinyl. So it transferred okay. I have a Walla press and use butcher paper. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of interesting because I've done polyester and I don't really get scorching. Good day, Governor. Incredible morning. I thought since I knew Photoshop already, Illustrator will be easy. Yeah, they're two totally different programs. You can't look at them the same. Where did I get? Are you talking to me? Would I get something from, or the person that said the convection oven? Yeah, I'm not an iced coffee person. I like frappes, and this is not frappe-ish. It's not frappuccino-ish. I tried an all-over shirt, overlapping an eighth of an inch, and I could see lines where the pages were joined together. Okay, so when you say you saw lines, like, was it white? Was it discolored at that point, or is I just seeing an indentation? It's never going to be a smooth transition. The goal is to not have shift and not have it be white, but you're going to see where those papers meet because one at that overlap that is thicker, and then the edge of that one paper is going to dig into your shirt. So you're going to somewhat see it. It shouldn't be like super, super noticeable. Make sure you're putting enough pressure on it, but not too much pressure. It's kind of weird when it comes to that. But yeah, you're going to see it because it's not smooth. So you will potentially see where they overlap. Affinity will be the first graphic program. Going to use the Epson 7310. Just set up the printer. Okay. So because you don't know other programs, it may not see for me, I couldn't go from anything Affinity, anything Adobe to Affinity. I just found it confusing. I didn't like the interface, but if Affinity is your first, it'll probably be a little bit easier to learn. The only thing I haven't tried is the rhinestone feature in studio. I'm still doing it old school, one at a time. It wasn't a smooth transition. The color was a little darker everywhere they were joined. Interesting. Are you using our summation paper or a different brand? I've never had the color shift to where one part was darker. Are you also are you pressing each section for 60 seconds and at 400 degrees? Yeah, I'm like yours. I mean, Walla, see, I think Walla, I've heard Walla's a good heat press. So the fact that it's scorching it at 365, it's like, ooh, that ketchup look weird coming out. A different brand, 400 degrees, 60 seconds. That's probably, not say one of the mistakes, but not every paper is going to allow you to do that. Like some papers um, will change the color. 400 degrees, 60 seconds is a really long time, especially when you have to overlap those sections. So you have to think about it. The section that you already pressed at 400 degrees for 60 seconds, you've sublimated the heck out of that. You've pretty much burned that image, you know? And now when you overlap it to make sure that, you know, it's there, you're now pressing that one section for another 60 seconds at 400 degrees. So you're just pushing all of that ink out of it. So I definitely would not recommend doing 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Um, Try changing your settings to plain paper and then pressing at around like 385, 45 seconds, or just get you some honestly speaking paper and be able to do it in 30 seconds. And certain papers, because they like our paper has a block on it. So ink isn't going to go like in, it's not going to go through that top layer and get onto your substrate. So there's some where it will go through. So when you have it overlapped, the ink that's on that top paper will penetrate through that bottom paper, and you're going to see pretty much, you know, double the ink like this. So, but our paper, it blocks from the back side. It doesn't go through the back. It doesn't come back through this way. So when you overlap it, you're going to get only the ink that's on the paper that's touching the surface. So definitely get you some honesty speaking paper. Shop.hsink365.com. The place that I was at yesterday, Florida Flex. It's called Florida Flexible, but their website is Florida Flex, Flex, and they have the puff vinyl. Yeah, that's kind of weird because I heard Wallo's a really good heat press. 8.5 by 11 paper, yes. 9 by 9 press, no, because you're not going to be able to reach the full width of the shirt with just 9 inches. You can go as long as you want going this way, but as far as what you're going to cover, um, it won't do. You can only do really like 18 or really 17 inches, and shirts can be bigger. Now, if it is an easy press, then yes, you can, because you're able to pick that up and move it in sections. But if it's just like a regular heat press that you have to pull down, you won't be able to do it with that. I mean, so getting a roll will just make it where you have less seams. So if you have to do, like, let's say 6 sheets, right? So that's 6 plate, like there's a split, and then along here, of course, you're gonna have the connection and then split, split. So that's 4, 5, right? And then if you shift any, all those, like where all those papers meet, they can have those areas. But if you use the roll, you just do the 8.5 and then another one. So you only have one split in it versus all of those different splits. And we do have the rolls available on our website, shop.hsink365.com. I'm starting to look crazy here. Okay, there we go. Morning. I have my first 100 shirt order. This is a last minute order, but they have paid in full. Please pray that I can get this done by Sunday. I definitely will. Oh, I understand. Hopefully you charge them a lot for last minute. 100 shirts is a lot if you're not using screen printing. I know it's last minute. If I was you, I really would see if there, because it says Thursday. If you already have the artwork, I would look for a screen printer in your area. How many colors is it for one? Is it sublimation? Is it vinyl? But I would look for a screen printer to do those shirts. I would not attempt to do 100 shirts in like what I still call DIY method by Sunday. That's a lot. I have not tried any other. I'm a creature of habit. I actually have not tried puff vinyl at all. When I was at Florida Flex, the owner mentioned it to me, and they gave me some samples of the puff vinyl. So I'm excited to try it. I've seen what's her name, Jerry, Jer, what, Jere, I think it's from Atlanta Vinyl. On their live videos, I've seen them use it, but I had never used it. But they gave me some samples yesterday, so I'm excited to try it out. I ate breakfast while talking to y'all. I should put this as a business breakfast. Oh gosh. Technically, I was working and eating. Might give this receipt to Even and say, hey, put this on the tax stuff. Send this to the accountant. Exactly. I was working when I was eating that hash brown. I am. I just don't know. I don't have an exact. For me, I don't. Unfortunately, I can never give you guys exact times. With running my business, when people call, they have questions. I try to stick to a time schedule, but I mean, when I go live is when I go live. I try to schedule some things out, but only thing I schedule out for sure are my live Zooms, are my actual paid classes. That's the only thing I schedule out. For free content, you get it when you get it. Like, I don't schedule it out like that for the most part. Like the stupid sawgrass. I'm telling you, when I find that plug, I don't care what time of day it is. The moment I find that plug, I'm hitting go live because I'm not taking any chance. If it happens to be I'm up, can't sleep, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm going live at 2 o'clock in the morning for that silly sawgrass, because first it was the ink, now I can't find the plug. I don't care what time of day it is. I'm going live as soon as I find that plug. All right, y'all. Ooh, a private jet just left Opelika Airport because I can see it in the sky. That is definitely a private jet. Nice. And we have Opelika Executive Airport, like not too far from where I live. So it's pretty cool to kind of see the private jets go up in the air. I don't know why the light keeps messing up in here. All right, so anything else for me before I go back in the house? I'm gonna do my live on essentials for businesses. Questions will be very limited during that video. And then most of y'all don't really go over there to watch or don't have notifications set. So it's never as many people over there anyway. So it's not like too bad. What? My business is called Silaholics Anonymous. Silaholics. I am addicted to silhouettes. Who's a cricket? Baby, tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm about to mollywop the cricket user that is Gucci Crafts. So, do you see my shirt? Got a whole academy about silhouette. Girl, cricket. I mean, I like to use the little program to just show, the fact that silhouette, they can't touch us. Baby, I built a whole business over the past 7 years teaching silhouettes. Okay. I am definitely teaching silhouette all day, every day. I like the cut features of a cricket. Like, I mean, there are certain things that I think cut better, but I'm sorry, as an overall, it did nothing for me. Okay. Cricket can't even be my sneaky link. I only want one. Someone gave me one that doesn't work well. So I have thought about getting one only because people who use my products want to know like how to design from silhouette and then be able to cut their vinyl from a cricket and then match it up with a print from silhouette or Affinity or Photoshop or Illustrator. And I can't ever fully show that process. That's the only reason why I consider getting a Cricut machine is so that I can show that when it comes to our paper. But yes, I have a whole business, 7 years in the game. Silaholics Anonymous. So yeah, definitely. Don't laugh at me, Tiffany. I'm like, wait a minute now. Tomorrow's going to be epic. We didn't get to do the print and cut last time, so we're going to do it this time. I think I ended up cutting my intricate cut, but we didn't do it like on camera. So we're doing an intricate cut. We're doing some cardstock cutting. We're doing a print and cut. And there's going to be a competition for you guys to judge our shirts that we're designing. I understand that some of y'all have a Cricut. I don't know why you only have a Cricut. So I like to do comparison videos for the program. I definitely know the program. I mean, it's only 3 buttons to the program. You can't help but know the program. Y'all got like 3 buttons, maybe 4. Can't help but know the program. I lost a subscriber because they didn't like that I poke fun at Cricut. But I use Cricut mats, so it's not like it's all bad. It's not like I don't. I mean, they made it seem like I just didn't like the company. It's just, I mean, it's personal preference. That's just like Coke don't tickle my fancy. I mean, I drink it when I go to McDonald's because I have to. But baby, you put a Coke and a Pepsi in front of me. Coke who? I'm a Coke girl. I'm a Coke. I'm a Pepsi girl all day, every day. You put an Android and an Apple phone in front of me, I'm gonna smash the iPhone because I'm an Android girl all day, every day. I'm a Windows PC girl all day, every day. I don't do Macs at all. I'm a Silhouette over Cricut. Let's see what other ones. What else is like the great debate? Um, what else is a great debate? Um, I'm trying to think. Yeah, but that's yeah. Let's see. Do you have any projects for the 8.5 on my website? What do you mean projects? Like using the 8.5-inch roll? Yes, I have. Not on my website, but on my YouTube channels. On Honestly Speaking, I printed from the 2720. So yes, I definitely have done things with 8.5-inch paper. I tried to put a picture on a tote bag with an iron, and it burned half the picture. Oh, and your counter, after I put a towel inside. What type of tote bag was it? I'm so sorry. I never thought about the two together, Silaholic synonymous with the silhouette machines. Yes. That's where the name comes from. I was there because I was a Cricut user. I had a Cricut expression with cartridges, but I used to use sure cuts a lot and make the cut. But then when ProvoCraft sued them and you couldn't use it anymore, I'm like, I can't deal with these cartridges. Um, so I had to find something else. I was this close to getting any clips, and then I saw the silhouettes, and then I end up getting a silhouette. I have 6 cameos. That's not a fair comparison, vinyl versus sub, because those serve 2 different purposes. Like, I mean, a phone works. Like a phone is a phone. Sub and vinyl, those are 2 different things. Like they serve different purposes. I sell sublimation ink and paper. I better like sublimation, but I am still like I like the look of vinyl, especially like foil ones, and just the the look of vinyl to me is it stands out more than anything like sublimation. But of course, you can't do full color graphics with it. They aren't the same in any way, shape, or form. Like those serve 2 totally different purposes. I have a Cricut, a Silhouettes, and a GraphTech. So I have 6 silhouettes, a solo, which I haven't set up yet. I have a US cutter. I have a Roland. I technically do have a Cricut. It just is on its last leg. So I do. So eventually I'll have 10 cut machines. 10. But I want to get the original. I gotta find the original portrait, a portrait 2, and a portrait. I think there's a third one. So I want to get on the portrait machines also. So I want to have 13 cut machines. Well, more than that, because I want a big GraphTech. Lee Stewart has like a really big cutter, and I want one of those too. So I'm telling you, once we get and I'm able to fulfill my dreams of having like the biggest HSE shop that you can think of. I want all the machines. I want walls of heat presses. I want walls of machines. I want walls of printers. Like the vision that I have, I need a really big space. Um, it's sublimation front only. Yes, I already have the shirts on hand, and I'm using 570. It's still a lot. Just a center print, right? That's still a lot. That's still a lot. It's 100 shirts, but I'm gonna pray for you, girl. Pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you, because that's a lot. Even with the 570, that's a lot because it only can print so fast and so much. So Hopefully it's not all over and it's just something's in the center like this. And you know what? To be honest, I would not want to use an F570. It may seem crazy, but if you really think about it, let's say you can fit multiple going across, right? And of course, you're printing them all out. Depending on how you send it to print, you have to either print it in sections so you can at least cut that first one down. That's a lot of cutting down. You know, let's say cut down the edges, but like if I had to do an order that big, I probably would make sure I clean my rollers really, really good. Make sure that I had paper that was not bent in any way, shape, or form. Or I'm not gonna say that. With the sheets, like if I had to do that many, I probably wouldn't even use my scissors. I would print out a couple of them, stack them, and then put them in my paper trimmer and then cut it. So I'm cutting off all the edges. But when you're printing from the F570, if you're doing multiples, you have to wait for a good amount of them to print to be able to, cut that paper off. And then, so that you can at least start cutting it down. If you just let all of them print, you have to wait until the end to then try and control this big old piece to cut all of those down. That can be a lot. And sometimes we'll look at it as, okay, it's a bigger machine, you can print more, not really necessarily printing faster, and then you're creating more work for yourself. I probably would rather have, if it was that many, I probably would have immediately invested in a second printer, or partner with somebody and have them print out the prints, as long as it was the same ink, in the printer. And that way it's printing them out and you can start while it's printing. Because with the bigger one, it's like you have to wait for those and then, get a significant amount of prints, let that one stop, and then let it start on printing the next one. So you can at least cut all of those down and cut them out. And then start, either just cut them all out and stack them, or cut them out, or let somebody else cut them out, or you cut them out and somebody's pressing. That's something where you really have to have like an assembly line. Hopefully you have some help with it, because man, that's a lot. That's a lot. But I probably would rather just print out sheets, get a couple of them, cut all them down. I probably would have two printers running. Because like when I'm doing grad season, I have to have two pigment ink printers going. I can't have just one. I'm still new to Silhouette, but Silhouette has enhanced my business so much, especially using the Cameo 4 Plus. Yeah, I mean, the program, it's pretty decent. Machine-wise, I have all 12-inch ones. For my bigger ones, I have bigger plotters, bigger cutters. So Silhouettes, I only have the 12-inch ones. All right, my phone is now at 5% and it's getting hot in the back. So let me hop my behind out of this car. Get ready to do this video so that I can then come and sit outside and work. I'm working on a couple of projects for y'all, some things that are coming in the near future. So I have to finalize some things on that. So I think I just want to sit outside and finish writing it up. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, thank you. Y'all, I'm right at an hour. So thank you guys so very much for joining me on my drive and keeping me company. Like I said, make sure you subscribe to 365 Creative Academy over on YouTube. I'm going to do she's like 3 buttons. Wait, you're way back there. Whoa, you're so far back. I was gonna say, thank you guys so very much for joining me. I'm going to be done and off here by the time she even gets this part and hear what I said about like the prints, because she said the 3 buttons are killing me. Like, I said that so long ago. Whenever you guys come on the live, you have to, like, if you jump on, look and see where the red bar is, because if it's like in the middle, that means you're watching something. Oh, you have to click ahead to watch it live and then go back and watch the playback. But yes, thank you guys so very much for joining me. I will see you guys if you are subscribed to 365 Creative Academy. I will see you in a little bit to talk about some business essentials. And yeah, till next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible.